So let's get into the next step. So the next step is to teach your child phonics or phonemic awareness. Now it's funny, as a educator, and I taught third grade for years, and my wife has taught special needs and struggling readers for as long as I can remember. And it's funny because we both see the same cycle over and over again. We've always started with phonics, and then something changes, somebody tries to reinvent the wheel, but it all comes right back to phonics again. And the people who are in the trenches a lot of times understand that the children just have to know how to sound out these words and to use their phonemic awareness to be able to manipulate these letters and to help them become excellent readers. So that is the next step. If there was a next step, is to do that. Now, what phonics is, it's basically using the letter sounds to code a word or sound out a word. And the phonemes are actually the sound of the letter, just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. Now, when helping with phonics, you want to be able to allow them to blend and putting the words together to actually make a word. When you're blending, when you're doing the b-a-t, when you're doing the bat, that is blending the words together and using the phonics and the phonemes to create a word in itself. And you start small and you move your way up. This is something that really is going to make a big difference. And once again, it's going to take some time, and it's going to take some fun and some games, and doing these things that are going to allow your child to get comfortable sounding these words out and decoding these words and helping them understand that these phonemes, these letters and these sounds make up words. And that is going to allow them to start reading. They can see a group of letters, put them together to make a word. And when you see them are able to sound these words out, and they realize that the C, the A, and the T spell cat, it is their eyes light up and they feel like geniuses. And they are, because they're starting the process of being an amazing reader. And there's also different strategies that you can use as well. Obviously, most of the books under the CAT or above it have a cat. So they can start associating these letters with the picture, and we start getting multisensory. And that is something that really is going to be beneficial. Now, great ways to help with this is, of course, you can use flashcards that have these letters broken down with the picture. And so that they can see the CA, the T, the MA, and the T, the MAT, going through all these processes and being able to use some of these flashcards and these visual representations of these pictures and different things is really going to make a big difference. As I mentioned before, letter magnets are amazing. Being able to put these different letters together, they can kind of see how it works in real time in 3D, and it really makes a big difference. Also, another great thing that works is getting your child multisensory, as I said before, kinesthetically, allowing them to use their motion and being able to see some of these words themselves through, let's say, sand or through shaving cream. They can make their own letters through the sand or through the shaving cream, so they can see that themselves. Now they get the sense, the touch of the grittiness of the sand or the smoothness of the shaving cream, along with visually being able to see it. And then, of course, when they say it, they also are going to help with the audio learning as well. Auditory learning is going to, so you're going to get multiple different multisensory techniques in one little activity that really is going to help solidify in their little brain that the C, the A, and the T are going to be, it's going to be cat. And they're going to be able to allow all their senses to be able to help them with that. And that's going to help them learn how to do some of these phonics techniques. Other things you can do is explore digraphs, something that's going to be a little bit more advanced technique. They're going to have to understand that, let's say once they get out of the CA and the T, that when they see the word thumb, that it's not going to be the and of course the B is silent. There's all kinds of different things, but allow them to understand that there are going to be some digraphs there that are going to make different sounds, like in ship. You know, it's not going to be the s, h, ip. It's the sh is the digraph which makes the sh sound. And so introducing your child to some of these things once they are comfortable with their alphabet, once they're comfortable being able to blend these sounds and letters together in a basic form like cat, then we start getting into words like ship and thumb, which is even more higher level just because of the silent B and things like that. But it's going to be something that's really going to help them explore and decode more words once they understand that these diagrams are together and it makes a different sound. Another thing that's crucial is, and this is really the crux of phonemic awareness, is manipulating the sounds, manipulating the letters around to help them realize that when you move the letters around, it makes different words. A great example, and we do this with our child in the car all the time, is we ask our daughter, okay, so if you have the word cat and you change the C to a B, what word does that come up with? And now in their little mind, they're thinking, okay, so it was cat, but then I know that the B in B is going to change the word, so now I have bat. And so it's something that through time, they realize they can manipulate the letters to allow them to make their own word, to make a new word. And that is something that is really amazing to their little minds, that they can change just one letter and make it a completely different word. And that is something that through practice that they can do. When you start demonstrating some of these word manipulations, it really does solidify for their little mind that they can have control and understand what these words mean based upon the phonics and their phonemic awareness. Guys, the same thing goes with the alphabet. There are so many different activities that you can do to help with this. It is off the charts. I mean, when it comes to, different worksheets, when it comes to different apps and computer games, books, flashcards, there are 1,000 things that you can do. And it really just depends. I mean, you can make up your own things. Some of the, great things you can do that we've done is, writing letters on little cups and allowing them to move them around. So they can see that the C in cat, when you change take away the C cup and you put the B cup there, now it's bat. And then you can even take it to the next level and you can take the ending letter away. And so now when you put the C, A, and the T, you take the T away and you put the B at the end, now it's cab. And so now that you can manipulate these letters around, you can see that the child really will get a good understanding of their phonemic awareness and allows them to master these little skills. And so there's, like I said, 1,000 different ways to do that. Again, in the comments, if you guys are interested in me demonstrating some of these things, showing you some of these things that we have learned over the years, let me know in the comments. And let me know if this is something that you guys are interested in. And just remember, if you guys are finding this interesting and helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And it really does help us spread the message, because we really do believe that kids, parents, and teachers are the most important people on this planet. And we want to help them as much as possible.